Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. It is, once again, Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. where I live. That would make it afternoon. And once again, time for episode 213 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, the driver of a Saleen. The longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. The show that week in and week out endeavors to prove that we are the definitive Wednesday afternoon stream or any live stream of any kind about nothing in particular. And God knows we prove it every week. Let's see. Jimmy Joe Jim Bob was the first person here. Do not recognize the name. He says he's related to Nate. Okay. Sven is here. Hale State. Okay. The Battle Angel wishing me a good evening, and I'm sure everyone else a good evening. The Battle Angel is one of my most reliable mods and the most patient and put upon woman in all of the internet. And if you know, you know. Steve Pearson's here. Everyone's favorite Atlanta Brave fan. Tennessee Mike, one of my watch peoples. He's a good guy. And if you like short, to the point, and well done watch reviews, which are completely unlike mine, Tennessee Mike's channel is a good channel. You should stop by and give him a subscription. Nate the Great is here and technically late because it is 1 minute after 3 and we started at 3 o'clock, but I always give a 5-minute grace period. Coke Zero, Nectar of the Gods. And Battle Angel said that it was supposed to say the afternoon. Okay. Well, if my calendar serves me correct, we are only a day or two away from the Slob cruise. Battle Angel can help me with that because I know she's actually going to be on the cruise. And I think it starts on Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure. I don't know when the boat leaves. Vic2 Productions is here. Good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah, I don't know when the boat's leaving. And I'm sure, I'm not sure how the people are going to handle uploading videos and photos from the ship. I don't know. Do ships now have internet capability? I remember when my mom and dad used to go on cruises. This was a while ago. The boats had internet capability. However, you had to pay dearly for the privilege, and you had to use one of their computers in a specific computer room. I don't know that you can use your own phones now. I don't know. I personally haven't been on a cruise ship in 27 years, I think. 2003 was the last time. Raj. Boat leaves Friday. Okay. But I'm sure people are gathering in, I guess they're leaving out of Port Canaveral. I guess they're going to gather there the day before. Well, that's what I would do. If I was leaving out of Port Canaveral, I probably would have driven up there the day before, checked in a hotel for a day. Danny Danny's here. He says, I want to go on a Viking River cruise in Europe. I've heard of those. I've heard of them. I haven't heard anything about them. it sounds like a good time. But nice thing about a river cruise in Europe is it's a river cruise and not an ocean cruise, so the likelihood of being seasick is probably vastly reduced. Well, I hope everyone that is actually going on the Slav cruise has a good time. Of course, I'm not going. I was never an intention for me to go. Oh, I did want to address this real quick. Hang on. I did get 2 text messages. I'm wondering how one of you got my phone number. I don't remember ever giving it to you, but hello. Yeah, Mr. Bug Eyes texted me. I don't know how he got my phone number, but okay. And Tiger Cat texted me, and she said that she really did wish I was going to be there tomorrow for the cruise. She also wonders out loud if I'm ever going to a slob event again. I never said I wouldn't go to a slob event again. And she said it was nice to talk to me at the last softball game, which was now, 2 years ago? Yeah, officially, I do not ever rule out going to a slob event again. I don't know where this rumor started that I don't like all you people. I do. I don't know where this started that I will never go to a slob event again. I never rule it out. It's got to do with timing, scheduling, ability, funds, So I never said I would never go to a slob event again. I don't know that it frankly surprises me that people care whether or not I go to a slob event again. I'm flattered. What's going to happen in March 2026? If you do a slob event, and it's in the ability for me to get there, and I can get there. Nothing it interferes with it in terms of events in my life or financial or whatever. I'd love to show up. I don't know that I'd be competing. I don't even look like a slob anymore. First slob event, I was well over 200 pounds. Now I'm, what was the last weight I had? 160, 168, 169. So I don't even know if I qualify as being a slob anymore. I don't know. But that's okay. But no, I never said I would not go to a slob event again. If I'm welcome to go, I'll go. If I'm not welcome, I won't go. Simple as that. I enjoyed Uncle Lou's video yesterday about the Florida Gator season coming up. If I didn't know Lou as well as I do, and I know him, as good as he lets me know him, and I've been around him online and in person for the better part of 10 years now, I would almost say that Uncle Lou had a little bit of pity for the Florida Gators. Yeah, well, thank you. Stop doing what? I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying that, some people have remarked to me over now and again that, I'm never going to a slob event again. And I'm just saying that's not true. As long as I have the ability to go and I'm welcome to go, I'll go. I'm sure I'm welcome to go. Nobody's ever said to me, don't go. But yeah, getting back to the video, it almost sounded like Uncle Lou was had a little bit of pity for the Florida Gators and their brutal schedule last year and their equally brutal schedule in 2025. So yeah, it was refreshing to hear Lou, who we all know. I think Florida is probably the number 2 or number 3 most hated team for him. Number 1 being South Carolina. I'd say, number 2 might be Tennessee. It might be Florida, or it might be Florida, it might be Tennessee in that order. But it sounded like he had just a little bit, a modicum, a bare essence, a whiff of sympathy for my team. And that was refreshing in a way. Of course, we all know once the season starts, there'll be no mercy. And, I fully expect that. And, I also know that no matter how good Florida might play in some games or how good they might do, the man will never be complimentary about the Gators. And, that's the one thing about Lou. If you watch his videos and you're not a Bulldog fan and you expect him to say something nice about your team, whether it be Florida or Tennessee or South Carolina or Bama or anybody, literally, other than Georgia, if you're looking for him to say something nice about your team, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? You just don't get Lou. I mean, you just don't get it. Raj, I know exactly what I'm doing. Well, yeah, I always know what I'm doing. That's the beauty of being me. I know what I'm doing. Sympathy for the Gator. Yeah, well, it sounded like a little bit of sympathy, Vic. Didn't sound like a lot. Traveling Fools. One of the 2 captains. I don't know if there'll ever be another Slob softball game again, but he is always one of the 2 captains of the softball game. I think it's Team Raj and Team Fools. Whatever happened to Jesse? Is he? I haven't seen or heard from. I haven't seen him around or heard him or anything in months. Last I heard, I think it was Jesse's. Was it Jesse's mom passed away or was his mother-in-law passed away? I don't remember. I heard he was pretty upset about it. I should have called him. He's a good guy. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Connor. If the Slob softball game was going to hit again, no pun intended, actually, I would go. It depends on when it would be in the summertime. I mean, if we're talking about sometime in September or October, I ain't leaving the area. I got to be around here for the peak of hurricane season to, make sure my mom's okay. But if we say in June or July, which would make more sense, June would be preferable, especially if you're going to do it in Athens again. Yeah, if it was in June, I'd go. Unless, of course, there was a storm bearing down on my state. But yeah, I say bring the softball game back. But this is not my decision. This is the decision of 2 or 3 people: Lou, Pete, and I think Fools. I think TF, aren't you involved in planning of that somehow? I don't know, but I don't know what the disposition of that is. I am going to post the link. See if we get our usual legion of suspects in here. Mr. Bug Eyes is welcome to come in. VicTube is welcome in. Battle Angel's welcome in. She never does, but she's always welcome. Anyone is welcome as long as they don't porn bomb me. Sven is welcome in. I'm sure Sven is. I think he's out there. He was out there 10 minutes ago. Let's see what else is going on. I took delivery of a very nice watch yesterday. This is my birthday present to myself. That my birthday is coming up very shortly, and it's the big 6-0. I will be 60 years old, and I bought myself a very nice watch in my favorite color, blue. Suspiciously, no orange in it, but it's not a dive watch, so that makes sense. And also yesterday, while I was goofing around on one of my favorite watch sites, I found another watch, and I made an offer to that company who I've been dealing with for at least 10 years to do a trade, even up for that watch, and they agreed. And I shipped the trade watch off this morning, and I'm hoping that they will ship the my watch tomorrow, and maybe by Friday I'll have it on my wrist. Let's see. I could get everyone a good discount and host a softball game at Fontana. Oh, hell yeah! If the softball game is at Fontana Village, I'm bringing the Saleen, because I'm going to run the Dragon and I'm going to run Hellbender. If you guys do it at Fontana Village, I'm bringing the Mustang. Daniel Berry, afternoon, sir. Hang on.
Good morning.
There's a good Namen. No, guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Sehr gut.
Yeah.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, right. You know, I'm heading to Italy in under 2 months now. I think about 7 weeks now.
The weather is.
I have no Italian at all.
I
tried to learn some Italian. I got one of those programs.
You don't need it in Venice.
Yeah, I think it was a Rosetta Stone, and I gave up after like 3 weeks. I wasn't retaining anything, and I remember from going last year. You know, everyone's got some English. The only reason I would want the Italian is to see if people were talking behind my back.
Listen, the best site for such things is Babbel, Babbel.
No, I've heard of Babbel. Babbel.
Yeah, it's relatively cheap. It's simple, and I used it for a little bit Japanese and such things.
The only problem, Sven, is my brain just isn't wired that way. I just couldn't retain anything.
Yeah, I get this. I get this. You know why? I'm as old as you.
Yeah. I am too old to be taking Italian.
You can get like an app on your phone that like translates your speech.
I have that.
My phone does it automatic. I have a Oppo phone, and I can. I think the only language it doesn't translate is North Korean.
Well, that's Korean.
No. There's a difference. I mean, there is the normal Korean, but North Korean is a little bit different. Trust me on that.
I wonder if it translates Hebrew.
Different how?
Yeah. It will. Hebrew.
Yeah, how is what they speak in North Korea different from South Korea?
It's like you know the old Soviet Union. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a big old country, and the people in Moscow speak other as the people in Kazakhstan, and the people in Mobile, Alabama, speak other as the people in Anchorage, Alaska.
No, Sven, it's Mobile.
It's not
Yeah.
really.
Mobile.
It's not.
Yeah.
Mobile.
Okay.
It's not really. It's not really different, though. I
Yeah,
mean, you can
they have dialects, but the North Korean dialect
still
is
you could
a guy
still
from
understand what we're saying.
yeah
Someone
yeah
in
he-
Alabama and someone in New York can both understand each other just fine.
yeah and it's 1,000 miles, but it's different, and it's like Czech and Polish. It's the same Slavic speech or language, but it's a little bit different, and some words are otherwise and or other or different or whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, so Vic, um I have your quest ready.
Uh-huh.
You need 6.
Mhm.
I have 15 questions for you.
Okay.
Are we doing trivia again?
All right.
It's the last one. It's the
Yeah.
last one.
Well,
No, it doesn't matter. It's cool. And Bandy Dandy points out in China, different provinces have different local dialects where people don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
yeah.
So,
So I mean,
um,
before we get into that, first of all, Celine, so I wanted to ask you, so like, how would you feel about if Florida wore like a like a green as an alternate uniform, just like how the like the Florida Gator is actually green, but y'all like never wear like a green jersey. I think that would be pretty
I think
cool.
we did that. I think we did that once, and we got our asses kicked.
Well, 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 no, that was when y'all wore like an actual alligator.
Hang on. Battle Angel does point out, and she is Korean, Korean
yeah.
American,
Wore like
and there is no difference between North and South Korean. I'm
Um,
going to defer to Battle Angel on
yeah.
this one, being
I
that she
defer
is
too,
from.
but a guy from Korea told me this some years ago.
no, I was
And
asking not like those ugly like those alligator skin uniforms. I
Yeah,
mean, have like
I
a
know
gr-
what you're saying though, Vic.
just
I
wear
don't
like
think I want to see that kind of uniform again on the Gators.
okay,
I just, I'm a traditionalist. Stick with the orange and the blue with
right.
the white pants, or the white shirt with the white pants, or
No,
the
I was
blue
asking
shirt with the white pants.
to wear like the color green, like the color that's on like the logo.
Mhm.
And no,
You go like
our school colors are orange and blue. Let's stay with orange and blue.
you're orange and blue. What about green?
No, I don't like it. I
Why
don't like it.
green? Considered
I
one of
mean,
the colors. I mean, your mascot is literally green.
Right.
Vic,
And I'm fine with the mascot being green, or the logo, the gator head being green, but the shirt and the pants, no, orange, blue, or white. Let's just or the black shirts every once in a while was nice. But the green shirt and green pants, or some combination of green and something. No,
did you
that
Vic, did you
no,
ever saw
please
a
don't do that.
maroon or a red bulldog
uh,
ever in your life? A bulldog who looks red or maroon? Ever?
no,
See?
no.
See? We have to play in brown. Bulldogs are brown or black or whatever.
Yeah.
But we play in red, the Bulldogs, and in maroon and white, State.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Raj.
did you get to see any of Trump's speech from last night?
No, I didn't watch it last night. I was watching a hockey game, which was painful enough. I've seen highlights of the speech. I've seen clips here. I've been watching them on and off all day. Um, the behavior of the Democrats really just,
It was weird that
I don't know what the hell's wrong with them. They
they
act like petulant children.
if they actually brought protest signs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, I mean, okay, you don't like the man, you don't like his policies. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, so then one of them had a sign that said, "This is not normal," and I'm like, she's got a point. You're right. This is not normal.
No, it's better than normal.
No, I meant about bringing signs to a.
Oh, that, well, yeah, that, like I said, they're acting like 5-year-olds in a sandbox.
It has that.
And it would, and it's mostly, we should be ignoring that crap. The problem is when guys like that idiot Al Green start getting up in the middle of the speech and shouting like a kid who didn't get who in the middle of the cereal aisle that didn't get his box of Frosted Flakes.
Yes,
come on now.
Yes, he got escorted out of the chamber. Yeah.
Hey, Huffabilly is here.
Yeah.
And hey, Zona, how you doing? And
Trump,
Watch 62, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, so Trump said that, like I could, cure cancer, or like I could cure some terrible disease, that you get crime to at the lowest it's ever been I could do. And they and he said that and they still wouldn't stand and
and not only did he say that, which was brilliant in my opinion. You notice when he said that, right at the beginning of the speech. I mean, within the first 5 minutes, he said that, and he just laid out the groundwork for the rest of the speech. And the people watching the speech, when he came up with like when he gave that 13-year-old with cancer, made him an honorary member of the Secret Service, complete with ID card and everything. Come on, left, right. Up, down, black, white, gay, straight. Come on now. It doesn't matter what your affiliation is with whatever group that's a great story. A kid beat brain cancer, was supposed to be dead in 6 months. He's lived 6 years past his diagnosis. And he wants to be a cop. And they made an honorary cop all over the place. And Trump makes him an honorary Secret Service agent. And come on, I realize that someone like Ayach or Elon brotherfucker Omar, hates Trump and hates America and hates capitalism and hates. But this is a 13-year-old kid. 13-year-old kid has done nothing to make your life bad. And it's a feel-good story. You can't stand up and applaud that, at least. Are you so morally and emotionally and mentally bankrupt that you can't applaud a feel-good story like that? You're sick. I mean, this is beyond the typical Trump derangement syndrome. This is a fucking sickness.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
They just hate him.
Or acknowledging the female volleyball player that's been permanently injured at the hands of a guy LARPing as a woman, and just acknowledging the fact that she's there, and because of her and other people, we decided to make that practice no longer viable, and you can't applaud that. I mean, come on.
How did she get permanently injured?
A male player dressing as a female spiked a volleyball into her face and caused permanent brain injury.
Okay, so what about when a man permanently injures another man in a sport? That doesn't happen.
This is a rare thing. Carolina Jackpot in my stream. Good to see you, sir.
I mean, I'm just saying,
A man playing a sport against another man is on more or less equal footing. You know, it's man versus man.
right.
Okay, let's put it this way. I'm a 60-year-old minus a few days man. If I walk up to Sven or Huff or any male you can think of,
Right.
and I punch him in the face,
Right.
okay, or I punch him in the stomach,
Right.
you know, it's not a nice thing to do, and I may hurt them a little bit, probably very little because I don't throw a good punch, but I'm not gonna. It's something that they're gonna shake off fairly quickly.
Right.
Now, if I walk up to Battle Angel, who, if my memory serves me correctly, is about 5'3", and is a woman. Last time I looked, she looked like a woman, and she had all the woman parts, at least the ones I could see. And I hit her in the face, I'm going to do serious damage. Her bone structure is weaker than mine. Her power is weaker than mine. Her recovery time is weaker than mine. I'm going to hurt her. And I'm a 60-year-old man. But if I punch Lou in the face, and he's, 47, 48, I'm not going to hurt him as much as I would hurt Battle Angel. No, I would never hit Battle Angel. I love her to death, and she's a sweetheart. And so is Lou. He's a sweetheart, a crusty old sweetheart. Anyway, the point being that and this also works in the other direction. If Battle Angel got walked up to Tiger Cat and hit her, she'd hurt her. But if Battle Angel walked up to me and hit me, she's less likely to hurt me.
Yeah.
That sword cuts both ways. A man should not be in women's sports.
I agree.
Bone structure is different. Their body chemistry is different. They're bigger, stronger, faster. Recovery time is higher. Their musculature, their tendon strength, their bone structure are all much higher and denser than a woman's. And it's a perfect example. That guy in that volleyball game did a normal volleyball move and spiked the ball over the net and hit another player. Now, if that was a man spiking a volleyball into another man, that probably wouldn't have damaged him as bad. But he spiked the ball at a man's pace into the face of a girl, and that girl was permanently disfigured.
Yes.
Men have no place in women's sports. Period. Full stop.
It's that it's not just an unfair advantage. They can also cause injuries.
Yeah. And I don't care if you have, if you're LARPing as a woman, or if you've done the full transition bottom surgery into becoming a quote unquote woman. Your body is still a man's body. You still have a male bone structure. You still have male musculature. You still have testosterone in your system. I don't care if you had, fake tits put on and you had your Adam's apple shaved and you had, the cut the dick off of me.
You can have
you're still a biological man. And you are not a woman. You are not. You may look like a woman, but you're not a woman, and you should not be competing in women's sports.
And you can have your Adam's apple shaved.
I think you can. I've heard the expression before. Anyway, the fact that the Democrats couldn't even be bothered to applaud simple things like a 13-year-old kid and his story, or this former volleyball player who will now never play sports again because of her injury, and is managing to persevere. Raj, managing to persevere. Yes, I see you, bug eyes. Hang on.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. These
Right.
are apolitical stories. These are stories with no political component, especially the 13-year-old kid. There's no political component there. And these mental midgets sit on their hands and hold up their little things. They look like, if you've ever been to an auction, and they have these little round paddles with a number on it, so the auctioneer knows who's bidding. Yeah, they
Yeah,
look
I know.
like those signs. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, they're just like those Democrat senators who voted uh, against a bill that would have kept biological males out of women's sports. I
Well,
mean,
not this.
Is my mic good?
I mean, what are
Yes.
what are y'all doing? I mean, who is this who are you benefiting exactly by
I don't know.
by
Well,
this bill?
every poll out there shows 75, 80, 85% support for, men not being allowed to play in women's sports. And
Exactly.
yet you've got, almost half the Congress and half the Senate voting for this stuff.
Yeah.
What constituency are they representing? I don't understand. I don't.
They're out of they're out of touch with 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 what their voters want.
No, they are out of touch with reality.
Exactly.
They're out of touch with both. Nate,
know?
your mic's a little jacked up.
crazy.
I mean, it's clear, but
What's
it's
up,
jacked
Nate?
way up. I mean, I understand. I sort of understand these representatives, voting against their constituencies' best wishes and interests when it comes to, bowing to the lobbyists and everything. Where the money's at is more important to them than where the voters are at.
Those lots.
But I mean, to deny reality in front of you is a whole nother level of stupid.
Saleen, I'm a European. Let me keep it simple.
Yes.
If you are old enough, JFK, Kennedy.
Well, I wasn't born during JFK,
yeah,
but
but you know,
Yeah.
if someone goes into Congress in 1970 or 1960 and says, "Okay, I'm a gender guy. I want that half men can play in women's sports." You know what they do with him? They put him in the next mental institution and throw the keys away. And that's a fact.
One was
And that's an absolute fact.
no one was talking about.
And it was the same way for, I count the logical world since 4000 BC. Okay, when China and the Aztecs had our first
Rome.
It's the same way since 6,000 years. And now some crazy people from California come along and want to tell Saleen and VicTube, hey, listen, there's a football player from Georgia or from Mississippi State. He weighs 250 pounds and he want to be a woman. And now he plays ladies soccer. This is crazy, guys. This is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, more.
This is as stupid as it gets.
Yeah, whoever invented that is a moron.
They have the same rules since 6,000 years, and the Olympics took place in old Greece 2,000 years ago. They had competitions for some women later on, but there was no men competing for a woman's title.
No.
So, and now some crazy donuts come around and want to tell us, a 250-pound guy who can literally fight with Mike Tyson can play women's sports. guys.
Nate, you've got to turn your microphone volume down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, this was not even an issue back in 1960. So no one.
This wasn't an issue back in this wasn't an issue back in 2000. This is a new issue.
Yeah. It's better now.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better now that Trump is back. But yeah.
No, I mean the volume.
No,
Yes.
he
No,
was talking to me.
you. Nate's microphone was jacked
And
way
he's
up.
loud. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nate's microphone, not mine. Okay.
No, your microphone's fine.
It was Jimmy Bob, Joe Bob, or whatever his name.
Jimmy Joe, Jim Bob.
Raj.
Yeah. My daughter promised me next weekend, if she finds time, she installs my camera stuff here. My video stuff here.
So we can finally get a face reveal. Yeah.
Yeah.
For who?
For Sven. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will do it on your show first, Vic.
We still need Harry Lake to get his face. I he doesn't need to though. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he looks like Joy Foster.
No, I look like Saleen, like an old guy.
No, not you, Sven. I'm talking about Harry Lake.
Of Harry Leg. Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
Harry doing?
Pretty sure he's doing good.
No, I didn't see him, and he was serious injured. He had I don't know the name of his.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
He had some heart problems. I guess it was. He told me the English word, but I couldn't pronounce it.
They had him on some medication.
Yeah, he had some heart medications.
On something. And,
I hope he's doing well.
yeah, me too.
Harry is my guy. I like him.
Yeah.
We missed you.
I did not know that Harry was ill. I hope he's doing better.
Bro, it's raining over here.
Well, are you in the car?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not moving.
Well, it's parked, so. I'm at NASA, by the way. Well. Yeah.
What? No snow in Nebraska?
No, I'm in Florida. I think I told Vic.
He's going on the cruise.
Yeah, but it's Wednesday.
Yeah, he went down early. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went down on Monday night.
Okay. Yeah, our snow is gone, but we have now 50 degrees in Berlin, but they told me next weekend we are back in the 20s.
Mm.
That sounds
I don't
like
like it, and I don't like it.
All right, so I guess we can get into your questions now, Sven, if you're ready to do that.
Of course. So Vic, here's how we do it. If you get six right, I found your email address and your PayPal. After the show, I do it because I can't open email and put in things. I do it in time. If you go to the cruise, you have your money. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and if there are any problems, we can do it next Friday live.
Yeah.
So, okay. It's most about SEC 2024 and some normal questions. The first question: which Georgia player had the most interceptions on defense in 2024, and how many?
Who had the most in 2024?
The last season.
Was it Malachi Starks?
Oh, Vic, that's wrong. It
Okay.
was Dalen Everett with
Dalen
3 interceptions.
Okay.
Okay. So, next one. Who was the top running back of the Arkansas Razorbacks in 2024?
Are all of these going to be about 2024?
You said you want recent stuff, and I heard of you.
All right. Well, I mean, it doesn't all have to be from the same year, but
No, you will get your 6 points, and if you get not 6 points, you don't get 10 euros. You get 5
was it
euros.
Taylon Green?
No, it was Jackson, Jaquinton Jackson.
Jackson.
Okay. So here's an overall questions. SEC, name me 3 quarterbacks of any season in the SEC who rushed in one season for at least 20 touchdowns. There's a lot of people.
So
but
when?
you-
So in 2024, just
No.
any,
Overall, 2024, 2022, 2090, overall.
20 rushing touchdowns
Yeah, there's a
in
lot of
in one season.
in one season.
All right, I'm gonna guess.
And I give you there's
No, it's
there's
okay. I,
there's
I,
so,
I think I can. I think I can figure it out. Yeah.
yeah, a
All
lot
right.
of Heisman winners are there. I give you a hand.
Okay,
A
so
lot of Heisman winners.
just in the SEC or
Oh, SEC only.
just in the okay. So was Jalen Hurts one of them?
Not really.
No. What about KJ Jefferson?
Quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks, exactly. I'm naming quarterbacks, exactly.
KJ Jefferson had not 20.
What about Cam Newton?
Cam Newton is the number 1.
What about Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow.
Okay, so I gotta figure out the third one. It's not Jalen Hurts and it's not KJ Jefferson. Let me think. Let me think about this.
He was electric in college, and he was an absolute super bust in the NFL.
Right.
That's what.
Okay. So first one, I mean, that can also describe Tim Tebow, but
Tebow.
He was Mr. Football.
Tebow beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs.
I'm still thinking about.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I'm still trying to think about.
Big tube.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. Okay. Is it am I supposed to? Am I supposed to know it?
Oh,
3,000%. You know this guy.
When I'm supposed to somebody.
And he didn't play in the last 5 years, but he did play recently. As he played in the 2000s. You know this guy, and he won a Heisman. I think he won a Heisman.
I think he did.
Okay. Well, hold on.
Let me look it up.
Was it Johnny Manziel?
Yep,
It was
Johnny
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny
Was Johnny Football. Point number 1.
Most overrated piece of shit player in the history
I agree.
of college.
So
Yeah.
let me give a point.
Yeah,
So who was the most penalized team in the SEC last season?
Oh,
Who had the most penalties
Florida.
in all of SEC?
was it Florida?
I give you 6 teams, okay? And you
Okay.
have 2 guesses.
Okay.
Was it the Ole Miss Rebels, the Florida Gators, the South Carolina Gamecocks?
Maybe.
Was it the Vanderbilt Commodores, Mississippi State, or the Alabama Crimson Tide?
Was it Mississippi State?
Not really.
Was it? Was it Florida?
No, it was Ole Miss.
Oh.
They had 94 penalties for 936 yards. Good. So this is an easy one, easy point for you. Which SEC team had the most bowl games in the last 30 years?
That would be Georgia.
What the heck?
It would be the Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah.
No.
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 Not really.
You said
Georgia. In the last 30 years.
30 years, yes.
Florida.
No.
No.
You had the most.
It's not Georgia, and it's not Florida.
Guys,
Is it Bama?
of course it's Alabama. Guys, what the heck? I mean, they had Nick Saban.
Well, yeah, but only for like 15 of those years. They had another.
Okay, so
Where they weren't so good. So I mean,
That's
good
true.
enough for,
And
good enough for a bowl game. Anyway,
has made it to a bowl game. I think we made it to what, like 27 straight bowls. So
yeah, but Alabama has the longest bowl streak, and then came UGA, and until Leach passed away, number 3 was Mississippi State with 14 in a row. So all-time rushing leader.
Did you know Florida was the team that broke the Florida State streak of 36 bowl games in a row?
that's
Yeah.
right.
That was funny.
I did.
Who is the all-time rushing leader in the SEC?
All-time rushing leader.
Big.
Is it Herschel Walker?
I think so. If you said any name other than Herschel Walker,
Oof.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Herschel Walker. Pretty
Okay.
sure.
A question about South Carolina.
Nobody
Name me.
cares. Move on.
Yeah, but do you know who? But do you know who has the most rush yards all the time?
Tim Tebow?
No, it was
The most rush
Danny
yards.
Werfel. I'm kidding.
No.
Bill Baker.
No. The guy from Wisconsin.
okay. Oh yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Mhm.
He had 3 seasons with 2,000 yards. Also 2 seasons with 2,000 plus, and 1 season 1,998 or something. Also 2,000 yards rushing seasons.
So
I think it must be Jonathan Taylor. I don't know how long Herschel played in Georgia. 4 years, huh?
he played 3 years.
3 years.
Okay.
So he can't have more rushing yards than Jonathan Taylor, because Herschel is in 3 years he has not more rushing yards than Jonathan Taylor.
Right. Well, I thought it was that running back from San Diego State.
Who's that?
That Donnell Pumphrey, unless someone passed him. But
I don't know. Okay. So our South Carolina questions. Name me 2 players. South Carolina had multiple guys who had 2 forced fumbles. Name me at least 2 of them.
who had the most? Who had what?
South Carolina,
Yeah.
the Gamecocks, had last year multiple players with 2 forced fumbles. Name me at least 2 of them.
We got Kyle Kennard. That's got to be
That's
one.
right.
And I think who the other one. Was it Tonka Hemingway?
It was Tonka Hemingway and Stewart and one other guy. Absolutely correct. 3 points. So, name me the top wide receiver of Mississippi State in 2024.
It was let's see, it was Coleman, right?
It was Coleman with near 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Kevin Coleman. Yeah.
Kevin Coleman. He's now at Mizzou, and he's such a dumb guy. I mean, he can play football, but it's his third school. He never gets a degree, and he gets from Mizzou $300,000, and $300,000 is not enough for his lifetime. And he has no degree. He has no education. Nothing.
Yeah.
He's just a dumb kid. He should have stayed. Yeah. A degree is 1,000 times more worth than 500K or 300K.
Yeah. Yeah. How many dollars you said he was going to get? Like 3,000 for Coleman.
Coleman gets $300,000 at Mizzou.
That's Missouri money right there.
That's Missouri money, and at State he got 200. Okay, here's a tricky question.
Mm-hmm.
Which team in the SEC has the most expensive facilities overall?
Mm.
And I give you a hand. It is not the Shorthorns.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody thinks Texas has the most expensive stuff overall. Who has the? You can have. You can pick 3 times because it's really tricky.
Okay.
Yeah, Vic. It's not Texas.
Okay, so this is not going to be multiple choice.
No. You name me 3 teams, and if this team is on your 3 picks, you get a point.
I guess 3 guesses. Is it Georgia?
Nowhere near.
Yeah. Okay. Is it Alabama?
Nowhere near.
Is it?
The hell?
Is it LSU?
No, it is Texas A&M. Their facilities are $650 million worth.
How is that possible?
Look it up.
Struck out. Yeah.
No, I believe you. I'm just joking around.
You can look it up. Okay.
I
Now,
struck.
so which team had the best offense with yards, overall yards? I give you 6 teams.
When
Okay,
from
from
last,
2024. From 2024, I give you 6 teams.
Yeah.
Overall yards, as it includes passing, rushing,
right.
pick sixes, everything. Okay. Which I give you 6 teams. Was it the Alabama Crimson Tide? Was it Louisiana State? Was it Texas? The Ole Miss Rebels?
Maybe.
Was it Missouri?
No.
Or was it UGA?
Let's see. So it certainly wasn't UGA.
Should I repeat the teams?
Yeah, sure.
Texas?
Maybe.
Ole Miss?
Maybe.
Missouri?
No.
The Gumps?
No.
The Corn Dogs? Or the Fallsfield Bulldogs?
Fine. I'm going to guess Ole Miss.
No.
No.
Okay.
I give you a second. I give you a second chance.
Okay. Hmm.
Ole Miss is second place with 6,846 yards.
Right. But there's one SEC team who had more.
Only one team.
Hmm. Uh. Was it LSU?
You're broken up big again.
Huh?
So is it wrong, Tiger?
I didn't understand you, Vic.
Okay, I was gonna say LSU.
No, Texas. They had 7,000 yards.
Yeah, 1,000 yards, but that didn't help. But that didn't matter.
It's when they
Okay.
play Georgia.
Of course, it doesn't matter. Texas is hot garbage, and I was pissed yesterday. We lost to freaking Texas
Oh,
in basketball. It's unbelievable.
Basketball.
To a poverty team.
yeah.
We should blow these people out by how many we ever won. Anyway, so Missouri, which player had the most yards on offense in 2024 on the Mizzou team? Not throwing, also not Brenton Cook.
Okay, not including quarter. Who had the
Not the
most?
quarterback.
Oh.
The wide
Receivers?
receiver, tight ends, or
Okay.
you get the idea. The most yards.
Okay. Maybe one of their wide receivers. Probably. Right. Most total yards. Let's see. Let's see. Was it Luther Burden?
No.
Was it Theo Weiss?
Yeah, half a point because
Wow.
he has now 4.5. Okay, let's see. This question we have. This is a good one. Name me the highest paid player in the SEC in 2024,
Raj.
and I give you 6 options.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Was it Jalen Milroe?
Hope not.
Was it Carson Beck?
Maybe.
Was it Jackson Dart from Ole Miss?
Hmm.
Was it Quinn Ewers from Texas?
Maybe.
Was it Arch Manning from Texas?
Maybe.
Or was it Loser Burton III from Missouri?
Okay, so it was not Nico Iamaleava.
Nico has a 8 million 3 years deal.
Right,
And,
but he was.
he's nowhere. He's not even top 3.
I'm gonna get Archman.
Arch Manning is absolutely correct.
Good job.
Arch Manning got 3.1 million. The second place is split between Ewers and Milroe, 2.2 million. Mildew. So, Vic, you need half a point out of 1, 2, 3 questions. $10. If you don't get it, you get less money.
Okay. Okay.
What was the number 1 expensive ticket in the SEC in 2024?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess.
I
Okay.
give you 5 games. Okay?
Okay. I think I already know, but okay.
Hang on, Hope.
All right.
Here you
All right.
go.
Go ahead.
You hear me? So, Vic, was it number
Okay.
one,
I'll-
Alabama versus Georgia? Number two, Texas versus Texas A&M. Number three, was it UGA versus Texas?
Hey,
Number
Sven,
four, was it Alabama versus Auburn? Or number five, the Egg Bowl,
Sven,
Ole
Sven,
Miss at Mississippi State?
Georgia versus Alabama.
give me some
Wrong.
watch. Give me some
You
watch
have a second
statistics.
guess.
Sven, give me some watch statistics. I want to know what the best watches are in the world. Which ones are they?
Was it was it
Relax, Huff. It's almost over.
right, what was Georgia and Texas?
It was Georgia, Texas, $2,176. Crazy, huh?
So,
Mhm.
so can we jump off the
Okay.
Spin
How
karaoke bus?
All right.
And
You
look,
got left. How many
Paul,
questions?
leave me alone for 3 minutes. Then you can troll
you're
me,
you're
okay?
already been alone for 3 minutes.
How many questions do you have left?
Two.
Who's a hero?
2. All right, so only 2 more. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Knocked out.
Who had the most touchdowns on Oklahoma in 2024?
Let's touch on Oklahoma. Okay.
Wide
So we're
receiver.
about receiver or running.
Well, hurry. I mean, let's go.
Well,
No. Wide receiver touchdowns.
but I don't even know any Oklahoma receivers.
Okay, you know. Did
Well,
I tell you? You have your $10 already. It's
know,
Dion
but-
Burks.
Was it Drake Stoops? I don't know.
No, it's Dion Burks. So,
Yes.
so
Yes, he-
last question.
I don't know any Oklahoma receivers because they were all hurt.
Mute Sven.
So
No, I do care.
Last
were all-
question.
Huff, one more question.
one
You know,
more, and
hold
Yeah.
your breath.
Okay. Which was the offense in the SEC who has the most passing yards in 2024? I give you 4 options. You have to hit it in one pick. Was it Texas? Was it Missouri? Was it LSU or the Ole Miss Rebels?
was it Ole Miss?
It was Ole Miss, 4,561.
Woohoo.
Okay, congratulations. You won $10, Vic.
Okay.
Well, think
if the
wasn't
money-
I
win.
Sven, I'm going to be honest with you.
give me 10 seconds,
I got
Paul.
paint sitting
If the
here.
money is tomorrow morning, not in your bank account, write me an email, Vic.
All right.
Okay?
All right, you got it. Okay.
So, Paul,
All right,
you're welcome.
So,
Good
Sven,
morning, and now you can talk.
So
I'm
Sven,
finished.
it wasn't worth $10. Yeah.
Damn, Paul.
Vic is a
Somebody
poor
put a
Georgia
little too
man.
much salt in Huckleberry Paul's cereal today.
Yeah, Vic is a poor Georgia man. They need
know-
money over there. They have to pay
I know,
players.
Sven. I give you a hard time. But you listen.
Huff, get a little closer to your microphone.
So Sven,
Yeah, come on,
is
buddy.
that better? Is that better?
That's better.
Marginally.
Marginally. All right. Well, I have an iPad, so I don't know where my microphone is, but I'm trying to get there. But Sven, I love the fact that you find your team to be the God's gift to the world. Okay, we all do. But Jesus, bro, I mean, it tires me out to listen to you. You know, you got to stop that.
What?
The Mississippi State, and blah 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 blah, and Ole Miss. And we don't care.
It was a trivia question. We did a trivia over 1 month. I mean, nobody talks about Clemson.
No, that's fine. I don't care. I don't go talk about Clemson either anymore. I give up on that.
Bullshit.
You better should. I mean, you beat South Carolina badly in baseball last weekend.
Yeah, I beat the hell. We beat the hell out of them. When I say I beat the hell out of them, I personally spent enough money to beat the hell out of them.
But in football, South Carolina will kick your ass. You know that, huh?
Yeah, they always win. I know.
Looks
It's
like
SEC. SEC.
uh, it looks
It had nothing to do with SEC. I'm not a SEC homer, but I think South Carolina is a better team overall as Clemson.
Okay.
I mean, you may have the better quarterback, but South Carolina has the way better defense. Way better defense.
Yeah.
That's okay. But the good news is that South Carolina's better than Clemson and Furman's better than Mississippi State.
Everybody is better as Mississippi State.
Yeah, so
Everybody.
Furman.
can we? Yeah, so can we talk about basketball for a second? Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
Let's like we
Big game tonight. Big game tonight. Florida at Alabama.
Come
Yeah,
on,
Where's Georgia
Florida.
playing?
Come on, Florida. Florida.
Yeah, so
Number 5 Florida against number 7 Alabama.
yeah, so right now it looks like we have a good chance of making it to the NCAA tournament.
Who, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, Georgia looks good. They're getting there.
Georgia looks not good. I mean,
They got
I said
18
it from the
wins.
start. They're a borderline bubble team.
Well,
Really borderline. They have
I'm
a chance, but
I mean-
they are not in. They have to win the games.
well, I mean the ESPN analytics said that we have a 70% chance of being a tournament team. I think what they said was that in order to guarantee a tournament spot,
They better
Right.
have a good run in the SEC tournament. If they get bounced
Yeah.
in the first round, they're not going to make it.
That's I mean,
What is it
there are
overall?
9 teams out of the SEC are absolutely safe. 10 teams. I think Mississippi State is the last team who is safe. We are a 7th seed and we are safe. So, but anything, Oklahoma, Texas, Georgia, I think Vanderbilt is in. I didn't see last week's results, but
Saleen.
anything beyond Mississippi State, what is 11, 12, 13, 7 SEC teams
hang on,
is
hang
all
on.
bubble teams.
Sven, let me
Yeah.
switch a little bit. Saleen, did you watch the State of the Union or the speech last night?
Hey Albert, how you doing? No, I didn't watch the whole speech. I was watching a hockey game. I've seen highlights and snippets of the
Bruins.
I've seen how we lost. I've seen highlights of the speech, and you know, I mean, it was a political speech.
No, it was a bunch of showmanship, but the fact is, he just poked the finger in the eye of all these people.
Yeah, we were talking about that before you
Sorry,
joined up.
I made it late.
No, that's fine. You bring it up. No, we were talking about that. I mean, a political speech by definition is showmanship. So
It's bullshit. You know it's bullshit.
well, yeah, politics is bullshit. I understand that. No, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, left, right, or center. It's all bullshit.
It's rigged.
But we have
Well,
to
the
acknowledge
2020
it's
election
all
is really
rigged.
done it.
It's all rigged.
No, yeah. I'm more neither side. I'm independent, so I don't really care.
But I think the highlights that I did see, I did enjoy. The Donald poking the Democrats.
Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Po-
I enjoyed him humiliating them right from the onset of the speech and all the way through.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Who has got a woman talking in the background?
That's my mom.
Oh,
Nate.
all right. Well, there's a woman talking in the background, and it just said turn left.
Oh, no, that's Ned again. I'm bad.
No, well, why do you ask, huh?
No, I was just curious. I was sitting there watching it, and I had a laugh a minute, and I just enjoy the whole charade. It's a bunch of nonsense. I get it, but it's fun to watch. It's like
Oh,
watching
yeah.
a car wreck.
No, I agree. I mean, I mean, it was basically, I mean, it was a little late. No, actually, it was right on time for being a State of the Union address. They didn't call it that. I mean, he might do a State of the Union. I mean, they were billing it as, a joint address to a joint session of Congress, which is basically a State of the Union address. It didn't feel like one, though. So he might do one later like that. But, it had its moments of amusement, obviously. And, it was just another speech in front of the House and the Senate.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I had to take a call from my mom. But what I was about to say is they said during the game last night when we beat South Carolina, said that we just had to either beat Vandy on Saturday or win a game in the SEC championship, and we would be guaranteed a spot. And if not, it would depend on what happens, around the rest.
I mean, you can beat Wendy, but Wendy is no pushover.
Very
They
much.
beat, Kentucky and Tennessee.
Well,
Huh?
I mean,
I wish you luck, but I don't see Georgia beating Wendy.
well, I mean, are you sure? We're supposed to have a 72.8% chance.
Okay. That's what ESPN says. ESPN told us one day Johnny Manziel is the best thing since Dan Marino and Peyton Manning.
Well,
You remember that one?
Well, I mean, Vandy
ESPN are a bunch of knuckleheads.
Well, I mean, Vanderbilt just lost to Arkansas, so
yeah.
So
I'm going to be very interested to see if Florida can run with Alabama on the road.
I mean,
they're two fairly evenly matched teams.
Yeah, they lost to Arkansas at home by double digits. So
yeah, I mean,
so what
you can like it or not. Vandy is a better basketball team than Georgia right now. So you have a chance. It's a 50-50 chance. I think you play at home, huh?
We can beat them. Yeah,
You can beat them. You can, but also Wendy can beat you.
Yeah.
And you can get lucky. You can get lucky in the tournament, in the SEC tournament, and draw Missouri,
and maybe first round game
and beat Missouri, and you are in.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're not.
Or LSU or something, or Oklahoma or Texas or something like of these scrub schools.
We're definitely not. We're definitely not getting past.
Is this basketball talk?
Second round. Yeah, we're definitely not getting past the second round of the SEC championship. I guess we could make it past the first.
Vic, you better hope that Florida and Georgia don't meet in the SEC tournament again, because I guarantee Florida is not going to be happy with you guys.
No, well, I mean, yeah.
So they're going to run you off the court.
Well, I think right supposed to be playing.
Let me ask a different. Let's do some betting here. What's the odds of a Democrat voting for Republican president?
None. 5%.
What?
They're not going to vote. They're not going to vote for Republican.
Maybe 5%, and that's the shit. What I don't understand in the USA. I mean, you voted in the USA, and you voted a president, and everybody should stand behind the president. And if the president is wrong, someone from the Democrats should go in the Oval Office and tell him, "Listen, Donald, we have a problem with this. Can we change it?" And bring a realistic solutions. But the Democrats have no solutions.
Well, I mean,
This is the problem. The Democrats have
Now,
no solutions.
I'm going to ask the second question. What's the odds of SaleenDriver attending a Slob Olympics?
We had that discussion earlier.
Yeah, this year 0.
He's just
I'm kidding with you,
Next
Saleen.
year, we'll see.
yeah, he's just teasing.
I mean, Paul, I would love to go to the slopes, but it
It's
costs
not
me
you
$5,000.
doing things,
It cost me
Saleen. I
$5,000.
don't think you. I think you got a lot. You got a hell of an ocean to cross, brother. I don't know what to tell
Exactly. We have the
13-hour flight.
we have a vast ocean between us. Yeah.
A little pond, yeah.
you. Yeah, a
Yeah,
little pun.
Right,
But
Saleen-
Saleen, but
you can
Saleen
you can do slopes in
Saleen's
Berlin.
good. We can get Saleen in here, but no, I'm joking with him a little bit.
What?
You know, I'm picking at him.
No,
Listen.
I already, we talked about this earlier because who asked me that question?
Vic,
TK actually texted me,
She's the
something.
last one that needs to ask that question.
Well, no, she texted me earlier before the stream started. She said that she probably that I would probably never attend another slob event, ever. And I started out the stream by saying that I've heard a few people say that every now and again, and I have no issue with attending another slob event. The past few I've not attended. This is true. Some of them were due to taking care of my father. Some of them were due to I flat out didn't want to go, including this
blocking
one.
Jay Shipes. Yeah.
Well, one of them was
Blocking Jay Shipes too. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to deal with him.
Yeah,
I'm tired. I'm tired. I grew tired of him, and he's tiresome. And I choose not to be around people I find tiresome.
your little,
them was
block
when
fucking fingers.
when you were having what you called a medical procedure that would make you unable to travel.
Well, that was last year. I had to have a medical procedure done, and everyone went off onto their little idiotic tangents, and I just put up with it.
But that's because you won't tell us what it was.
No, I won't tell you
Vic,
what it was. It was none of
It
anyone's
is not your
business.
business. Vic,
And it
is
had
not your
nothing to do with
business.
it had nothing to do with my butt, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But everyone was fixated on my butt for some reason,
Listen.
and that's a little disturbing in and of itself. That all of you men are fascinated with my butt, but we don't kink shame around here.
Saleen,
We don't kink shame on the SaleenDriver live streams. So if y'all are overly fascinated by the condition of my ass, that's fine. I'm not going to judge.
No, I actually went through one. I did a nut tuck. You know what I mean? The balls are coming down too low. So I had them.
No, I'm not really familiar with this procedure, but okay. That's a little too much information, Paul. I'd prefer you not share anymore. In fact, I'm going to insist you don't share anymore about your nuts.
Yeah. Have a nut friend.
You know I'm kidding around. I don't really care.
It remains
Are
classified.
you really? I wonder sometimes about you, Paul. You've always been a little bit out there as far as I'm concerned.
No, he's crazy.
I
I told you this from day one. Paul is crazy. But I love him.
Rob Dog. Haven't seen Rob Dog on my stream in a
I
while.
wouldn't hurt it. By the way, guys.
Thanks for
I
stopping
wouldn't
by,
hurt
sir.
one.
Hopefully you click the
Well
thumbs
done.
up before you leave.
I
And guys,
wouldn't hurt
like the stream,
nobody.
please. Yeah.
Yeah, please
Yeah.
click
I
the
see one
thumbs up
like.
button.
I see one like.
It helps.
Yeah. So
But,
back to basketball. Listen,
I hope the next slob event, if depending on where it is and when it is, I hope to attend. I really would.
I love it.
I don't know that I qualify anymore as a slob. I mean, a year and a half or so, or 2 years ago, my weight was pretty high, and I was pretty fat, and I was a bit on the slobby side. And now I'm under 170 pounds and much trimmer, and I don't really qualify as a slob anymore.
Ozempic?
Yeah, we're definitely
Yeah.
taking BA in that fight versus you.
You are an Olympian, not a slob.
Atypical Gump is here. I haven't seen him in a while too. Scrotoplasty. So
Yeah.
Puffer Billy Paw had a scrotoplasty. Okay.
Listen,
Now,
Saleen.
and also for the record, I did not start Ozempic as a vanity play. I actually started Ozempic to treat my diabetes.
Yeah,
I know. I'm giving you shit, man.
Yeah, we know that. But
Actually, it prevented me from having to go on insulin.
okay,
That sucks,
Raj.
man. I hate that. That sucks.
Well, my numbers were getting a little out of control again, and if the Ozempic hadn't controlled it, it would. And I did Ozempic and a good deal of dietary modifications, and started exercising more, and all that helps. And if it weren't for all that, it probably would have been insulin.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that was 2 years ago. I'm doing a hell of a lot better now.
If I'm right about this,
I don't like it. I don't like it when people have to deal with what I call painful realities. We all do, but at some point it sucks.
I hate when fat people think those
reality
something else.
So, Saleen,
correct me if I'm wrong.
back to your basketball game.
Oh,
Alabama
basketball.
shoot 22.
Well, wait a minute. Nate was going to ask. Wait, Sven, hold on. Nate wanted to ask me a question.
Okay.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong about the diabetes routine, right? When you said like Ozempic and stuff. You know how there's like a modifier that you see on your phone and stuff. It says, like, let's say for example, 146. Is that too high? And you have to, exercise to get that low, right?
Yeah, if you did a stick glucose, especially if you were on a fasting fasting, like when you get up first thing in the morning, you haven't eaten since dinner time. And I did a test, and I tested at 146. That would be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be fatal, but it wouldn't be great. That meant that would probably mean that what I had for dinner last night was probably too much starch, which is converted to sugar.
And then if you had a 46, that would also be bad.
Yeah, if I tested first thing in the morning and I was under 90, that would be bad too. That means I really should eat something pretty quickly.
Hey.
Yeah.
Saleen, question is totally different from this. How long do you think you're going to live?
Oh,
how long do I think I'm going to live?
Yeah, age-wise.
Dang, Paul.
How should I know? I mean,
well,
I anticipate living well into my 80s.
You're going to live to 120?
Well, how long do you think you're going to? Well, how long do you
75?
think how long do you think you're going to live, Paul?
75.
Well, that's
that's too soon.
That's next year.
Yeah, that's
I got a little over 10 years.
Well,
I anticipate being around quite a while. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to 100, although that would be interesting. But my father was deep into the 80s. His father was in the mid 80s. Both my other grandparents were well over 80 years old when they passed. My mom is, I'm not saying her age out loud because my mom is omnipotent and she'll know I said it and then she'll beat me up.
Did they sit around and worry about every little thing they eat and all their diet and trying to keep everything under control?
Pa, you need to get near your microphone, man. I've got like every third word you say is gone.
So I'm as near as I can be. Did they get near? Did they sit there and sit and worry about what they ate and what their diet was?
Not overly so, but I mean, after a while, when you get older, you really should watch what you eat.
Yeah, well, I mean, people didn't worry about it, Pa. People just died. So
that's right. That's my point. So why are we worrying about living longer?
And Vandy, I am I don't think I'm as cranky as I used to be. I think losing a lot of weight had something to do with that, and a couple of other events in the past year or so in my life have happened that make me a lot happier and a lot more focused and a lot more motivated to do well. And I know I'm a happier person than I was 2 years ago.
No, you should. So, you should live.
I'm not a cranky Jew anymore.
You should live well, and you should try to be healthy. My point is, hopefully, you'll die before you're 80.
I don't want to die before I'm 80. I want to die when it's my time to go. I want to live long enough to see my girls married. I want to live long enough to see my grandchildren grow up.
They can get married today.
Huh?
What?
They get married this week.
What?
Well, they won't probably be getting married this week. No.
Yeah, they're gonna get married in their own time, Pa.
Yeah, I am going to live as long as I can, and I'm gonna fight for every minute.
But why?
Because life lately has been very good, and I'm enjoying. I always enjoy my life. I even during the dark times, during and after the divorce, I still enjoyed waking up every day and trying to live a life. But the past few years have been better than they have been in a while, and I enjoy my life. I enjoy.
The fuck is that?
I wake up every morning now, and I attack the day.
I say all these things to be contradictory to everybody else's belief that you have to live forever. I'm not saying you should.
No, I don't have to live forever, but I want to live as long as I can.
I know that. I'm just saying. Everybody wants to. They strive to live forever. Not you per se, but everybody wants to live forever. And my only point is why. Now, I always ask that question to people. It doesn't mean that your answer is perfectly right.
What do you want? Do you want to live forever, Pa?
No.
Yeah, good job.
Benjamin Button lived.
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. That's a good philosophical question. I mean, okay, let's say for Nate, mute your microphone. No, Nate, not Pa. Thank you. Now, let's say by some twist of fate, I was granted immortality. But let's also say that with immortality, also some of my aches and pains were magically taken away from me.
Right.
Okay, let's say I was granted immortality, but I'm the only one who got it. My kids didn't get it. My friends didn't get it.
Only you.
Nobody else around me got immortality. Just me. This means that I'm going to outlive everyone I know, and everyone I love, and everyone who loves me.
Right.
Believe it or not, there are one or two people that actually love me.
Right. You're going to outlive everyone that you don't know, too.
Yeah. So.
But it doesn't matter. It's the point.
It does.
Well, I don't. I'd like to think. I mean, I'm thinking about it. do I want to outlive everybody I know and everyone I love? I'm going to
No.
watch them get old and die. And I assume I'll make new friends, and I assume that I'll find new people to love while I'm living forever. But after a while, and maybe I would be able to take up my time by learning new things, maybe go back to school and educating myself in a whole different field of endeavor than I was. But after a while, doing that might not be so much fun anymore. And after
then
a while, you've
else.
traveled and you've lived and you've done everything and learned all that's to learn. And then what?
Well, there will always be more things for you to learn.
You'll
That's
be
true.
trapped. Listen,
Will
you'll
always
be trapped.
you want to be traveling the world. You'll be eventually you'll be traveling the galaxy. So
You'll be trapped in a world of
eventually,
living
the
forever.
eventually
Stop it.
you'll be
Please, stop it.
traveling the universe. Eventually, yeah.
Not if you live
And the
forever.
suns will explode.
A travel to Alpha Centauri, our nearest solar system next to us,
Proxima.
is Alpha Centauri, Proxima Centauri.
But,
Is a
but
double
my only,
sun
my only,
system.
my only,
It's
my only-
70,000 years.
Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all
when-
missed
travel
the
right now.
philosophical problem
When
here.
BA asked me, what is the closest? What is the closest star to us? And I said Proxima Centauri.
Yeah, it's
but
right.
it was the sun. So
Saleen living
Okay.
forever means the Gators
yeah,
will be
if
forever
you were,
cursed.
if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. I think Nate knows.
Yeah, I know.
No, my biggest philosophical question there, and Celine got it, is that you don't want to outlive what you're living for. We're living for something that is what we know now, not what we would know 17,000 years from now. You don't want to live forever. You want to live now and enjoy now, and then move to the next, whatever the next stage is. I don't know. But that being said, nobody wants to live forever. That's why I always say to Celine, why are you worrying about your health? You don't want to live forever.
Because I don't want to die right now either.
Well,
Yeah,
are you
okay?
worried
I get
about?
it, but
Are you worried about your own health?
Okay, wait a minute. I've got an answer to that.
yep.
And unfortunately, it involves somebody that we all know and love, and we miss dearly. I'm sure all of us miss dearly, and that's
BBD.
Keith Ricker,
BBD.
BVD. We all miss BVD. We all miss Keith. We all miss his presence in our lives. And for me,
Yes.
there's a Nate. Mute your microphone, or I'm kicking you off. Thank you. I did not kick him off. He kicked himself off.
Himself.
I miss BVD a lot.
I do too.
And BVD is only a little bit younger than me, and he had some of the same health challenges I have. Now, and I hoped that BVD would change things up after he got out of the hospital the first time and the second time, and do more of the things he needed to do to live a good long life. And he didn't. And I mean, this is a touchy subject for everybody, and I guess I'm gonna be the asshole that says all this.
That's fine.
But he didn't do the things he needed to do to make sure that he lived longer than he did. And if you are a friend of Kayla's on Facebook, this kid has been torn apart by losing her dad.
Look, I
don't want to. I mean, I could say the hell with it, and I could, not do the things I'm doing now to make sure that I live a long and healthy life. And there's no guarantee that I will at all. But look at what BVD went through the last few years of his life. He went through multiple surgeries, multiple hospital stays, long hospital stays. He lost body parts. He had to live with a hole in the side of his body for a long time while something healed up. He was a mess. And yet he didn't do the things he needed to do to prevent those things from happening. And, you know, once some of the things happened, he could have made some changes and prevented or at least delayed some of the things that happened to him later. And that to me is a prima facie example of somebody who didn't do what they needed to do to elongate and preserve their life. And I don't want to speak ill of BVD. I don't want to speak ill of a friend who passed away, but that to me is a fine example of somebody of who you're talking about, Paul. Why would I do the things I want to do, knowing I'm going to die anyway? Yes, we're all going to die. We're all going to return to the earth.
Listen,
But I am going to fight kicking and screaming before I let.
I'm not going to say you shorten your life. I'm not. That's not my point. And BVD did that. He did that. He shortened his life, and I'm probably doing that too. By the way, I'm just being honest.
So you
But,
don't.
yeah.
So you're not concerned about your own health.
Well, I am a little bit, but not to the point that I'm worried, like I obsess about it. But the point
Well,
is,
let me ask you a question, Paul. Are you a diabetic at any level?
I haven't been to the doctor in 15 years.
Okay. Well, you know, I mean, Paul, you and I say this
I have
just
no idea.
as a point of fact, you enjoy a beer or
Yes.
5.
Yes, sir.
I mean, okay, and that's fine. I do not begrudge you your
I get it.
desire
I
to
know you
guzzle a
don't.
beer or 2, you know, or 3 or whatever.
Or 12.
As a diabetic on medication, if I drink, I run the risk of damaging my liver, screwing up my blood chemistry, and shortening my life. Diabetics should not be drinking. So I choose not to drink. Now, I was never a big drinker to begin with. So saying I'm not taking a drink ever again, or very, very, very few drinks ever again, is no is no penalty to me. I can't miss what I didn't really enjoy in the first place. But if I started drinking right now, I would be shortening my life unnecessarily and purposefully. So I choose not.
Listen,
No,
Saleen,
I
if you
understand.
drink 1 beer or 1 glass of red wine, it will not hurt your immune system, your blood system, or your liver. The difference is if you drink 5 beer a day or 5 red wines a day. If you drink once a week a beer with your mom on the dinner, it's okay.
Yeah,
No,
once a
No,
week.
but I don't enjoy. I never enjoyed drinking very much to begin with. So when my doctor
like
said
me,
a diabetic should not be drinking because all that alcohol turns to sugar and
course.
will jack your blood chemistry to hell. I said, okay, you know, I never enjoyed drinking anyway, so I'm not going to drink.
So no, I'm with you. I'm with you, Saleen. I totally understand that point.
Yeah.
My only point, and I'm not trying to say that you don't take measures to. Yeah, nobody needs to shorten their life. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I just don't think that people need to try and live forever. And I think, listen, I'm
no,
talking to my
trying
parents.
forever.
Well, nobody's going. We all know
Well, hang
intuitively
on.
nobody's going to live forever. I
Hang
just
on.
I
Hang
just
on.
choose to conduct my life to
Hang on.
elongate
Hang
my life.
on. Hang on.
What's worse, diabetes or dating your mom?
No.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
my
Celine is
parents.
choosing-
My parents.
Celine is
listen,
choosing to take care of.
I
his-
get it.
Why
but
is
my
that bad?
parents, listen, my parents are 88 years old. So they're taking Lipitor and all that. Not listen, you're 88. How many more years, seriously, do you think you're gonna live? Now I don't want to die, but I don't think that you need to be doing a natural acts to live for another 8 months, 10 months, 20 months. You're 88. You're dead.
Well, I mean, I do see your point. And I lost my dad. He was 88, actually.
It sucks.
I guarantee you the man wanted to live to 89. I guarantee he only finally gave up when the thing that was slowly beginning to take him away from us got to the point where it couldn't be treated anymore, not easily and not safely anyway. And so he finally said to me and my mom and to his main physician at the time, okay, I've reached the point where I've reached the absolute point of diminishing returns, where it's no longer viable. And being a doctor himself, he understood what was happening to him all too well. And at some point, he realized he had hit the law of diminishing returns. And he said, okay, I'm ready to stop and go into hospice. And literally 10 days later, he was gone. He went home.
Well, yeah, but like I was trying to point out, I mean, you can work yourself to there, right? Worrying every day. For 60 years old, and you can worry yourself all the way to 89. My point is, I don't worry myself to 89. I don't really think that's a necessary problem. When you're going to get it, you're going to get it. And that's all I'm saying.
No, I see what you're saying. Now, I'm a few days short of 60 myself. And if I stop taking my medications, I probably wouldn't make it to 61 or 62.
You think that, but that's not true.
I don't know that it's not true. I don't know that it is true. But I'm not going to sit here and play Russian roulette with my life. I've got too much to live for.
Well, I'm 62.
So I'm going to keep doing everything I can to.
Yeah,
I want to see 90. I would love to see 90. I don't
want to see 90. I don't even want to get close to 90.
Well, it depends on what you think 90 is going to look like for you. Now, I think 90 is going to look like for me. I think I could get there in relatively good shape. Now, if I start to deteriorate in my late 70s and it's to the point where I can't walk anymore or something like that.
I'm not having a life with women on the beach having sex, and I don't think 90 is very good.
Oh wait. Well, I'm to the point where I can't walk anymore either. So.
Yeah, I should be a little more sensitive.
Come on, man. We already know that, and it makes us want to.
Well, let me put it this way, Paul. If I get to 75 or 80, and it looks like I'm going to be a burden to my children, then yeah, I might fall into the train of thought that you're in right now. But if I'm thinking right now, I don't think I'm going to be a burden to my children, so I'm going to keep trying to live.
No, I just want to have sex on the beach. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
62.
I've given up on sex completely anyway, so not worried about that.
Yeah, and have you, Paul?
Have I had sex on the beach?
Yeah, on the beach. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Lex. It was a little anticlimactic. Yeah, because the sand was very abrasive. It wasn't good. But we did.
Yeah, that is a problem with having actual sex on an actual beach. Is the sand can become a little painful for both parties.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily good. We had to stop, and both of us laughed, and was like, "All right, we can't do this." We laughed for hell. We laughed for about 2 hours, man. We went to a bar and laughed about it. It was great. Well, we tried. We gave it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, you try it a few times, and if it works, great. And if it doesn't, well, you can always retire to the
Move
bed, or do it in the car.
Yeah. I mean, look, man. Anyway, I don't want to go down too many personal roads, but I just want us to not try to live forever, is all I'm saying. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to
All right.
live as long as you
Can.
can.
Well, you can, Paul, but the
You know,
rest of us,
I ain't gonna live forever.
honestly, I don't know anyone. I've never met anyone who's literally said, "I want to live forever." I've never met a person that said that.
They don't say it, but their actions tell you that. That's all.
I don't see where somebody who's
Pelosi wants to
actively
live
trying
forever.
to live a decent lifestyle.
Nancy Pelosi wants to live forever.
Well, Nancy Pelosi is a drunk.
well, how
No. Nancy Pelosi is a mummy.
ever did you
Nancy Pelosi is an insane drunk with severe case
Schumer
yes.
thinks she's gonna live until 120.
She's a dragon.
What about Mitch McConnell? I mean, turtles
Oh,
can
Mitch
live for a long time. I mean,
thankfully,
I mean,
Mitch McConnell has now met his match. The nature is taking over.
I mean, a turtle can live for 150 years.
Not Mitch.
Yeah,
Well, wait a minute.
a turtle can live for 150 years, man.
Go on YouTube and Google Greenland sharks. They can live for 400 years. Greenland.
Well,
sharks.
wait a minute. You've mentioned several people: Pelosi, Schumer, McConnell. I'm sure you could name a half dozen others. What do they all have in common? I'll tell you.
They're stupid.
Well, in addition to them all being pieces of human garbage,
stupid.
they're all political leaders with megalomaniac mental problems, and they all think they can live forever because they're all surrounded by yes men who cater to their every needs and their every whim.
Right. Well,
and they're all entitled, and no one ever told them no. And people like that think they can live forever.
Right. I think that you missed the joke when I talked about a turtle living for 150 years because of how
I got the joke.
Looks like a turtle. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I got to step away from the microphone for un momento.
I really love the fact that these self-important people.
Yeah.
I'll put Trump in that class too.
Carson Beck will not like to live forever. They stole his free cars.
Hang on. Hang on.
Well, I mean, he can.
I like it.
He can get new cars.
I tell you what, no college quarterback should drive a Lamborghini, and not a single college quarterback should get $4 million.
What's wrong with having a Lamborghini?
He's a college player. We are in college. College is for education, not for Lamborghinis.
Well,
no,
it's for it's for football now. But yeah,
it's not the truth. So no more. We're gonna celebrate the wealth. But my point is, when you have people who want to live forever, okay, and when I say live forever, I mean they just think they never gonna die. I mean, I don't think they're gonna live forever, and they know that too. But they think they're gonna live forever. This is the best part of this is a reality check. Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, Schumer. We can go down the road, and even Trump's going to come in here soon. Biden, they're all getting there, and Obama's going to get there too. He's going to be having a fun time with it. But that's a beautiful thing, and every time we see that, we should be helpful and help them get into the transition and say, yeah, go home, boy, go home, or lady, or whoever it is.
All right. Well, I mean, McConnell says that he's not going to run again. So
yeah, because he's
that's a good
dead.
thing. Well, Mitch McConnell is basically a walking dead anyway. So
Exactly. And Lindsey Graham can't get there quick enough.
Lindsey Graham's a piece of shit. So
Yep.
I don't worry about him.
So hopefully we get a lot of these people dead.
You
Now
know what, guys?
they need to go on to the celestial Milky Way.
I tell you what, I was many times really deadly injured. I had 4 times cancer, 4 times. It's gone now for 15 years, but I was serious hurt, serious.
Hate
And
that.
I had to take heart medications. It was what's the name in
How old are you, Sven?
I'm born in 67.
I was born in 64.
Yeah,
That makes you.
same age.
Ben is the
Up
same
close.
age as my piece of shit sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what? I didn't want to die. And you know why? I had a wife, I had 3 kids, and I want to see my grandkids. And I was young. I was really young when I had cancer. And I know what it's all about to fight and
But
give
Sven,
things up in your life.
It's different when you're young. Okay? I'm not saying that.
I mean, the
when
last
you're-
time the cancer came, I was 42 years old.
That sucks.
So,
That
and
sucks.
they took me to the hospital, and I got my medication, and after that medication, it's the same. I take a 400-pound hammer and throw it to your head and give you 16 anesthesia pills. It's the same way. You feel nothing. You are burned inside, but it
Man.
helped, and you have to go through.
Sven, I would never, ever, ever advocate for people like you not to fight. You should fight.
My wife passed away some years ago on leukemia, and I know it from the moment I met her on college, and she told me I have leukemia, but it's not broken out. If it breaks out, I can be dead in between 6 weeks. If it not breaks out, I can live 100 years. And it broke out when she was 51, and she was dead in between 6 weeks. And that's life. And she could do nothing, and no hospital in the world could do anything about it. Nothing. So, but you go to you go to different stages of your life, but life is it's always worth to fight for. That's what I want to tell you. And you should take care of you. You are too young. Do not take care of your body and your health. It's not a good thing. Let me tell you. And if we ever have a chance to meet each other, you will see what I'm talking about.
Sven, I don't disagree at all.
Life is always worth to fight for.
My biggest concern is that people who are really old, now I mean old, not Saleen, not you, but people who are 88, 92, 100.
My grandma. My grandma was 102.
We're not getting out. You know, we're all going to go to the rain. What do they call it? The something rainbow. I forget what they call it. But
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge. We're going to go through it.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but it's the fact. It's not something you can ignore or go around the horn on, right? But I hate that for you. I hate that you went through that.
No, it's part of life. You have to go through things. Some people have a divorce who kills them nearly. Some people have health issues who nearly kills them. I mean, let's be honest. Ask Vic. If Vic had a choice between $100 million or he can walk and he has a healthy life, you know what he choose?
A healthy
He's
life.
That's correct. That's correct. Everybody has his issues. Everybody on this earth, and nobody is perfect.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
don't get
By
me
the way,
started.
I gotta
Saleen,
wrap.
it's
I gotta
11.
wrap it up.
Yeah, guys, I wish you a
Okay.
nice weekend, a nice
Be good.
cruise, and
Mama, small country.
VicTube, you take care of Huffy Billy Paul. He has a red rubber boat and he's crazy. You know?
Jay says that Vic would bomb a small country if he needed to.
Yeah, and Vic, it's a boat, no rum, please. Yeah.
Yep. No
You
problem.
promise.
You
No
wouldn't
rum.
bomb
You
a small
promise me
country,
that.
would you?
You are
Vic?
too young
You
for
wouldn't
this,
bomb a
for this
small
stuff.
country, would you? Vic?
Guys, I'm out of here. I
Love
watch
you.
now.
Thanks for
This is
stopping by,
Tuesday.
Sven, as always.
Yeah. See you next week. And Vic,
Yes, sir.
if the PayPal doesn't work until tomorrow morning, send me an email. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Saleen, you kick me out.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Hang on.
Have a nice week, guys.
You too. Vic, thanks for stopping by as always.
Yep. Of course. Yep.
Have a good time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anyway, another week episode in the books. Episode 213 in the books. For those of you who are going to be on the Slob cruise, have a good time. Try not to fall overboard because they'll never find you. For those of you who are not going on the cruise, have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. I'm going to enjoy the basketball game tonight. I have another stream that I moderate to do with watches. But I have the game on the other screen, so keep an eye on that. Just something to look at. And then next Wednesday we'll do it all again for episode 114 of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, SaleenDriver, and that will be the last episode before I turn 60. Actually, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Anyway, thanks for everyone stopping by. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button on your way out. I do appreciate it. See ya later.